Hello, everyone. I'm Matt Haas. The All Things YouTube live show is about to start, and as always, we will have a countdown timer come on the screen. If you're watching this as a rerun, go ahead and skip past that countdown timer. I will not mind. But if I chop that out after the show, well, then YouTube will take features away from you. And I don't want to take features away from you. No, no, no. So we'll get this countdown timer going, and I'll always have a hot mic during the countdown timer, so you never know what's going to happen, and we'll kick on some good audio jams for you. Don't forget the bald spot cam. Everybody loves the bald spot cam. Tell your friends to get in here. It's going to be an awesome show. Views and engagement, that's what the topic is. Everybody needs that. I need to push the buttons faster. There we go. Welcome, 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 welcome everyone. I'm Matt Haas. This is the All Things YouTube live show. I'll tell you everything that's new and different on the YouTube platform, and I'll show you too. I don't just talk about it, I tell you. And I've got a fun topic today. This is views and engagement. Yeah, you need those to be successful on YouTube. And I have all kinds of tips to help that happen. So I am glad you're here. Let's see. Who do we have in the house? Whoops, wait a minute. I lost one of my windows here. Oh my goodness, pushing all of these buttons. I'm sure you can relate. That's the window I wanted. I closed the wrong one earlier. Why do I do that? All right, Shanae is here. Talking Taxes here. It's my friend John. Welcome. Harneal Media. That's Steve Nealon. Jim Bashirs. He's got the Driveway Workshop channel. Miss Gigi, welcome. Hi. Good to have you here. Him and I Garage. Hello, hello. I think there's some new friends. If you're new here, say hi, Matt. I'm new. I'd like to make sure. People do pop in and out all of the time. Who else is here? A couple more people are popping in. So glad everyone is here. Let me run over just a few housekeeping items here before we jump into the good stuff. I'm going to be talking about one of the lessons in my course here. Yes, this is a course. Go to this website. You can sign up for a free course. 32 lessons are free. I teach you how to be awesome on YouTube. Hey, isn't that cool? This is some consulting that I do. Do you want to engage with me? Hey, Facebook and email newsletter. That's the MailChimp email newsletter icon. Find me over here on the Facebooks, folks. It's a great group that you can ask questions. You can answer questions too. That's a lot of fun. That's how you engage. And here's some cool stuff that you can buy, and I'll catch a few pennies with affiliate links. I use Ecamm. If you want to shop on Amazon, hey, you need something on Amazon, look at this gear, look at the lights, hit this link first, and then go shopping. Links are in the description. Same price for you. I'll catch a few pennies, and some fun snarky t-shirts are there. And Patreon, repeating payments. Oh, this is fun. If you do this, you'll get your name right here. And it will stay there until someone tips over top of you. This is an easy link. It takes credit card information or PayPal. And almost all of the money is retained by the creator. So that's a plus. And of course, Buy Me a Coffee is here as well. Let's take a quick look at my Patreon subscribers. That's the Patreon. Top subscribers: Jerry Brown from Polly Wants a Crafter, Harneal Media, Love Audio Production, Osprey Mama, Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashirs, and Shalalala Productions. Thank you for being top patrons. Hey, if you want to be a Patreon member, I will shout you out every live stream. And you're also in the email newsletter as well with links. Isn't that cool? Plus, if you sign up, I'll have to redo this graphic to fit you in. So you'll cause me to do manual labor with the graphics package. So that's fun too. I won't mind. $1 patrons: Steve Carmichael, Miter Mike's Woodshop, Anna B Workshop, OJ Woodworking Crafts, Hobbies Woodshop, The Mad Maker. And we have a sponsor. It's the Verbose Perspective Show. It's the last Thursday of every month. Go to that channel for more information on that. Yes, yes, yes. And I've got Notion. There is a link. The first link in the description is my Notion page, and that tells you where I'm going to be live streaming. Here, I'll show you. Let me get the shareable link. Put that in here. There we go. Pushing buttons. Yeah, this web page here. I'll drop it in the chat. You might want to bookmark that page. That's a lot of fun. It tells you where I'm going to be. Look, this is today's show. I'll be on Verbose Wednesday show on the 12th. I'll be on Mind Equals Blown. I even got the secret Festivus show in December. That's an unlisted show, but you can click it and click the link and choose the set reminder button. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun for sure. Mr. Dave Gatton is here. Hello, hello. See, he calls me Piano Man. I got a new song on Piano Awesome. I think you're going to like it. It's fast moving. It's from the movie Pulp Fiction. Is this program for Mac? It is for Mac. The Ecamm is Mac software. Yes. And that's how I put all of this stuff up on the screen live with, it's called streaming software. It's streaming software. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Marcus is here. New friend. Welcome to the show. Anna's here too. Welcome. Good to see a bunch of new faces. I love it. Well, this is how it works around here. I will answer any question you have. You can just drop your question. My name's Matt. You can just drop your question in the chat anytime throughout the show, and I'll answer it. If I go a while without answering it, I may have not seen it. It's pretty rare, but it's a possibility. It's not anything personal. Just ask it a second time. That's all there is to it. Let's see what Talking Tax is saying. I just found out my one live stream has jumped on views and went from 75 to 125 in about 2 weeks. Amazing. I love that. You never know what's gonna, well, I shouldn't say you never know, but it's always fun when something grabs hold and sort of runs away from you. That's called catching the algorithm. And all things YouTube, this is the place where you find out what types of things you should do and avoid to make your video more favorable to be put in front of other people's eyeballs. The algorithm puts your video in search results and puts your video in up next and puts your video on the recommended shelf. There's all these things YouTube can do to tempt potential viewers to click on your video. And if you got your stuff dialed in, they'll do it. And that's part of what we're talking about today. Views and engagement is today's topic. We got a question from Anna. What difference does it make to wear headphones or not? Got it. And I just took my headphones off. I'm having hearing difficulty, so I'm protecting my hearing. I like to put them on in the beginning of the show. The difference is, well, one, you can hear yourself to make sure it's not dead air. So that's a comfort. I'm bringing in music like this, and I would be able to hear that play. With the headphones out, I can't hear it. Now, I do have this thing, and this has, I think it's hard for you to see that. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see this little green jiggling. I can see the levels. I can see the levels on my machine. Now watch when this song comes on. See, there's another line right there. I know it's super tiny. So headphones give you peace of mind of all the different audio pieces that are happening on your show. You have to be careful though, because you can have them too loud. The way to listen to headphones is turn it down until you can't hear it and then turn it up a little bit. That's what I recommend. If you have a complicated setup and you have staff or volunteers set up where they can talk to you, where you can hear them, but the audience can't hear them, that's a great use case for headphones. And when I say headphones, they could be earbuds like this, or they could be legit headphones. They do the same thing. They do the same thing. Some people don't like the aesthetic of the headphones. Some people don't want to mess their hair up. Some people don't mind. Yeah. Really, the big takeaway is you can be more confident that the audio is correct if you've got the audio right in your ears. But I have a lot of things at my disposal. I have this machine, this soundboard, and I also have, let me go into demo mode. One moment. Where is live demo mode? Options, live demo mode. There we go. You can see this right here. This also is a visual indicator that my audio is working properly. And you can see it go up into the yellow. I like it just touching the yellow. Okay, let me get out of live demo mode. great question, Ann. I hope that answered. You. Talking Tax has a question. Would it seem a lot of my videos have been from recommended? Could that mean that the algorithm is working for my channel? Yes, 1,000 times yes. Recommended means the algorithm pushed your video into the recommended shelf, and that's where you got your views from. Awesome. Glad that's working for you. Absolutely. Okay. There is no news of the week. I go through any major developments that are happening on the platform. There are a few minor things, nothing earth-shattering. So there won't be any news of the week platform updates because I follow the developers of YouTube, and when they make public announcements of things that are new and different, I let everyone know. Sammy Superstar is here. We have a superstar in the house. Welcome, Mr. Sammy. Glad you're here. And Russ Clarity from Simply Wooden Creations. He made it. All right, everyone, mark it down in your notebooks. Russ is here. Today's topic is from my course. Have you been into my course? If you come over here on allthingsyoutube.com and click this free preview button and sign up for an account, you'll be in my course. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to be on the, not surprising, my favorite chapter, Make Searchable Videos People Watch chapter. And I am on the do this to get more views and watch time. So we're going to go over and the course has videos, and you watch the video, and I'll go through these concepts, putting stuff up on the screen like you saw there, flashed up for a second. Video courses are where it's at, people. And mine is free. It's free. Can you believe that? I'm giving it. I have no business sense because people are like, Matt, when something's free, people think it's cheap and not good quality. Don't make it free. People are begging me to start charging for that course. I don't want to charge for the course, but I'm probably going to do it. Lock in your forever free account here at allthingsyoutube.com and sign up for that course. Got another question coming in from Elite Surf Coaching. Hello, Elite Surf Coaching. What is the best structure for the description in the videos? Yes, great question, Elite Surf Coaching. Be happy to answer that. And I also have live streams on this, and I've got videos on this, and I've got a chapter in my course about the description. It's somewhere in there. Trust me, it's there. Here's the long and short of it. The first paragraph of your description must be, when I say must, it can be anything you want, but to do it right, it must be a faithful account of what's in your video. Don't try to embellish it. Put what's in your video in that first paragraph. It could be 1, 2, 3, or 4 sentences. Whatever that top blurb is should describe what's in your video. You should have done keyword research, a keyword phrase research beforehand, and have 2 or 3 words in your title. I know you asked about description, but those same 2 or 3 words that you've researched should also be in the description in that first sentence or two. And put some action words in there, exciting, ultimate, put some not fluff, but like, I call them action words. It's not really a good description, something to, draw the user in, and just describe what's in your video. Then underneath that, you can put links to other videos that you have, preferably that you have, other things, other playlists, other videos that are relevant to the video that you're on, and then you can link off to social media. I would be careful linking off. Every link off of YouTube should have a business reason to be there in your description. Your question was the description of the video. In other words, if there's a link in your video to your Patreon, that's good. You might get Patreon money. That's worth it. what you want to try to limit, you don't want to try to avoid it altogether, but you want to try and limit someone leaving YouTube after watching your video. That's called a session stop in web development language. I'm a web developer by trade, and I understand how the software that runs YouTube is written, how the code is written. I also understand the server architecture, so the hardware too, but that's neither here nor there. If you have a session stop, that means your video was viewed and then that user, that viewer, left YouTube. YouTube doesn't like that. If YouTube starts to think that every time someone lands on your video, they're going to leave and go somewhere else, they're not going to promote your stuff anymore. So have a business reason to take them off. Like, don't say, go to this Reddit page, and that's not your Reddit article, or let's go to this article that you didn't write and you get no AdSense from. You know, that's not a valid business reason to take someone off. That's basically it. And just up top, describe your video, add links to your own videos in the description after that top blurb, and then put your social links and anything else you want to put in the description. Look at my description, for example. I don't always follow my own advice, but I've got, and these are live streams. Live streams are a little bit. So this is actually what the topic is. And then I'm reminding people to ring the bell. That's a YouTube thing. Facebook. This is taking people off of YouTube, but it's to my Facebook group, and that's good. I want to engage with my fans and people who want to grow on YouTube. I want to engage with those people on YouTube, on Facebook. I want to engage with them in my Facebook group. Is what I'm trying to say. My newsletter. These are affiliate links to my stuff. This is all potential money. If I'm taking someone off of YouTube for them to pay me, hey, I'll take that. And then you get it. Oh, and these are links to other shows. These are YouTube links. This is good. This is where I'm going to be in looking out 7 days, where I'm going to be live on the internet. And look at this. Episode 138. Yay! I've done a lot of these shows, people. So that makes a good description. Thank you for the great question. I am learning to use OBS. Any tips on that? I used OBS Studio for the first 70 shows, 70 live streams. It's great. The premium packages are Ecamm for Mac and vMix for PC. But OBS Studio is both Mac and PC. Some people say it's a little more processor intensive on the computer, so it uses a bit more resources. That's partially true. I mean, it is true. It does use more resources. A lot of people, that doesn't matter. OBS is open source, and open source software tends to have all of the features. It can do a lot, but there's a lot of choices, and the interface isn't always elegant because you're bombarded with all of these choices. There are obviously YouTube videos on it. My suggestion would be learn how to do scenes and overlays that can pop on your scene like this. So I have this scene, which is the full camera, and I've got this scene, which is screen share with me in the little tiny window. So there's the All Things YouTube Facebook group. Patreon. Hey, go to my Patreon page. Tell you what, try this on Patreon. Just come to my Patreon page, come down here to this follow button, and then just click the follow. It's free. You don't have to pay me anything. Then you'll at least get all of the updates. So if you're in OBS, just get your scenes kind of buttoned down first, And then number 2, I would try and put a couple overlays that you can turn on and off. And then time on task with watching YouTube videos on how to get better at OBS Studio. It is absolutely a valid way to stream. Many people use OBS Studio. The one thing it cannot do, and if it can, please let me know, is it can't do this. It can't put a single comment on the screen. At least it couldn't when I was researching it. John from Talking Tax says, awesome, that would mean I am doing something right and started using end cards to refer other videos for more info. Yes, use those end cards. Put those end cards to your own videos, obviously. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Love Audio Production is here, right from the UK, merry old England. I've noticed that when people put cards up top right of their videos, it looks different now. Is that due to an update? How does it look different? Yes, it would be an update. That would be the reason. I haven't noticed that. Thanks a lot for your advice. I will check the video about this. Excelente. All right. And look at this. Russ just slapped a big old like. Thank you, brother. That's free for you to do. That really helps me out. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about views and engagement. I'm going to throw out these tips rapid fire. If you have comments about the tips, you let me know. Interactive show. And if you have questions about another topic, slap them in there. There's no wrong way to ask questions. This is more of a concept. The more people watch your videos, the longer they watch your videos. So if your video's 10 minutes, if they watch 5 minutes, they've watched 50%. That's good. If they watch 6 minutes, 60%, that's better. You really want to learn how to structure your videos in a way that keeps people watching. And there is all kinds of tips on this. I'll just throw out a few. Something should change on the screen often. This carousel, yes, it's fun. Did you see it flip? It flips for a reason. Every time something's different on the screen, your brain says, oh, something's changed. I'm going to hang on just a little bit longer. And there's about an 8 to 10 second lag. So if something changes on the screen, there's a vast majority of people will not leave your video for 8 to 10 seconds. That's why I pop stuff up on the screen like this. You just have to. You can also zoom in a little bit. I can't do this with the live stream, but a lot of people cut where they'll just get a little bigger. They'll zoom in and they'll cut. That's a change. Change something substantial on the screen often. How often? Well, that's up to you. Hey, Kevin's here. I like your sign that. I like your sign says on your left, make vids people watch. I know. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. It does light up. Let me light it up here after your thing goes away. It's a little harder to read with it lit up, but I'll keep it that way. And you know, my slogan, the slogan for the channel is make searchable videos people actually watch. Searchable and actually are in that, but I couldn't fit that on. Like I only have limited space. Well. Look who's here. It's Jim Dockrell. Okay, any mods out there? You got to keep an eye on him. He's a bit sneaky in the chat room. I'm just teasing you, Jim. You know I love you. Glad you're here, buddy. Yep, I do the same thing with different comments and questions. Then I'll answer them, and we'll do the same for the next question. Yeah, cool. All right, next tip for this. These are tips for additional views and tips for engagement. The more likes, comments, and shares a video gets, the more YouTube will promote it. These are all signals. YouTube monitors everything that happens on the platform. When you click a thumbnail, it monitors that. when you like a piece of content or downvote it, YouTube monitors that. When you add a comment, monitors it. When people click the share button, they keep track of all of that. The more that stuff happens, the more signals are coming to YouTube saying, hey, this video might be dope. We're going to start pushing it out more. And so you should ask. You should ask people, hey, please, if this is helpful, drop a like on this. This is free for you to do and it helps me out. Are you subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. If this button is red, click it. It will turn gray. I don't like red buttons. I like them clicked and turned gray, please. You know, simple things like that. Engagement, you want that. This is a video editing tip. Cut out unnecessary stuff. When you're editing your videos and you're speaking to the camera, cut out the pauses. If you say something twice or a second time a little bit different and it's not needed, take it out. Video editing should be, I'm going to use a term that's off-putting. Warning. but it's an apt description what I'm about to say. Video editing should be like sewage treatment. You should keep removing until you can't remove anything else and it's nice and clean. That's what happens when they treat water. So it's very dirty and then the easy dirt comes out and you get it. Cut. Value is important. If you're not delivering value, if you're not saying something helpful, you're not teaching, you're not engaging, you're not inspiring, don't put it in there. If it seems slow to you or the pace seems slow to you, it's double slow to the person watching. Get to the point. Get in early. Start late, get out early. That's another tip. You don't want to say what you're going to do, then do it, and then say what you've just done. Too many steps. Just show the action and voice over top of it. There's no ideal video length. This is another thing. Don't worry about making videos that are over 8 minutes. Don't worry about this or that. But you want to make your video watchable the whole way through. You want fresh, clean, entertaining content the whole way through. These are general things, but it's good to understand these concepts. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon is here, the longest YouTube name. And Talking Tax says, the one thing I have done different is at the beginning I have an intro, and then I have an outro. Oh, that's good. That's good. I keep my intros and outros teeny tiny. Yeah, this is my intro right here. Count how many seconds this is.
Welcome to All Things YouTube.
That's it. That's all it is. I don't want to keep people waiting. Nailbender is here. Hi, Nailbender. Got some friends from the Creators Guild. Good to see my Creators Guild friends over here. Go to creatorsguild.app for more information. # not sponsored. Late? It's been 5 weeks since I did a video. Oh, come on, Jim. Get back on it. Get back on it. Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah, yes. Oh, this is a good tip. Hit the screen recording software. You're going to want to remember this one. Hey, I'm living life. Kicking butt and taking names. All right, valuable tip. Do not hint that the video is over. No ending words. No winding down phrases. People are watching your content to get something from you. If you say, well, there you go, folks, that's all there is to it, and then you start yammering on for a minute after that, they're out of there. They are out of there. The best way to end a video is to be abrupt. If the viewer says, oh my gosh, that ended quickly, I didn't expect it to end, then you did something right. Try and make that happen. A lot of people get to the end of the video and then they have a different screen for the end cards and they let the end cards run 15 seconds. Rookie mistake. And you might see that on big YouTubers that have hundreds of thousands, they can get away with that. They've got the clout. People will hang on for that. But I'm serious. Even on the end cards, keep delivering content through the end cards. Maybe the first 7.5 seconds you're delivering your content, and the last 7.5 seconds you could be like, oh, and then go to this video. That's what YouTube thinks you'll like. Oh, and then this is my playlist that has more videos about this topic that you just saw. All while the end card graphics are up there. People bounce off when those end cards come on, and they can be, you can have them be pretty long. And don't say I mean, if you say thanks, it should be the very last thing you say, and then boom, to black. Thanking the audience, saying, well, that's everything I have to say about this topic. You're begging people to leave. What's the harm of them leaving your video? Well, I just said earlier in this live stream that you want them watching the whole way through. You want them watching those last critical minutes, because if they don't watch those last critical minutes, the percentage of the time they watch will drop. That percentage is something you need to focus on. That is one of two things you really need to nail, is percentage of the video the average person watched. Jenna Marbles. Not my favorite type of YouTuber, but what she would do is she would show her pets. She had these cute little teacup dogs, and at the end of the video, she would put her dogs on camera. People stayed to watch those dogs, and she got the watch time all the way up to her video ended. Didn't matter if her video was 6 minutes or 12 minutes. Don't use ending phrases, and deliver content through the end cards. Pro tips, people. I'm serious. You do that one thing, you will have a noticeable increase in the performance of your channel. Your channel will grow just by doing that. And that's the thing about All Things YouTube, my channel, is people think, oh, Matt's going to tell me I need to do this additional thing, and I need to do this task on top of what I'm doing. That people perceive there's all these extra things you got to do. What I just said isn't extra. You're just doing something different. Well, you're delivering your content anyway, but just deliver it all the way to the end. See, that's the thing. A lot of these things you just need to change what you're doing, not add additional work. So there you go. Creativity Playground is here. Hello, hello. Glad you are here. I let my outro do that for me when it goes. Well, I mean, hey, no wrong way to do it. Trying to catch up on there. So we should rent a dog. Yes, I highly recommend it. I have rented and purchased way too many things just for good content. Things I probably shouldn't have. Food Lover Nation is here. Hello. I love channels with the word nation in there. I had a show called Made by Nation. I loved it. And then Kevin Rose, he's a entrepreneur, tech entrepreneur, and former Google staffer. He had a show called Dig Nation. Nation is just a good phrase for an audience. You can say, hello, nation. Like if your channel is something nation, like here, yeah. So Food Lover Nation, one of your, you could address your audience by that. A lot of channels that teach you how to do live streaming. Hello, streamers. I say hello, internet, because I'm big on video, and video can live anywhere, not just on YouTube. I know, crazy, right? I'm a YouTube channel on YouTube talking about being awesome on YouTube, but my phrase is hello, internet. I address my audience as internet, but I love addressing audiences by nation if it ties into your show. I just like it. Keep taking, yes, dogs. That's what you need, folks. If your channel isn't doing well, dog is the answer. All right, what else do we got here? Oh my. I just say hello to everyone. Hey, there's no wrong way to do it. No wrong way to do it. Okay, I got more tips for you, folks. If this is helpful, drop a like. I've got free content. My business plan is free content that's ad supported and creator supported. You want to help me out? You can creator support me. Free content is not cheap to make. I do this because I truly want to remove mediocre content from YouTube. Make good content and just do these tips, and it would be fun. And if you do this, you get your name. You get your name right here. Fun. Okay. Well, oh my gosh, I just did the next tip. Prompt your audience to take action. Literally tell them what you want them to do. And it's good to be specific. If you ask open-ended questions and people have to think about the answer, you probably won't get as big of a response. But if you were to say, what do you like better, tacos or pizza? Put tacos or pizza in the chat. That's something, that's a specific prompt. And the more comments that happen, that's more signals. Every action a user takes is a signal to YouTube, telling YouTube that, hey, there's something good going on here with this video. Well, we got one for pizza right here. Niantic River Woodcrafting. Pizza or tacos? Go ahead, put it in the chat. I'd like to see how that goes. I do that all the time. I'm always engaging my audience. And that's what live streams should be. Live streams should be a live show where you engage. They should be for engaging with your audience, primarily. Tacos all day, every day. Yeah. Can I get the audience to do the hokey pokey? I'm sure that has happened. Another tacos, another pizza. Oh, and look at this. See, Harneo Media knows the unlock code. If you put an exclamation point in front of a word that describes a food emoji, it has to be a food emoji. You will get a snarky reply back from the bot, the Stream Elements bot. You just can't put any food item. It's got to be a food item that is an emoji. So apple and whatever. Tacos all the way. Yeah. Oh no, pineapple pizza for sure. Well, hey, I don't want that. I don't want any arguments. Bacon. Yeah, see? Look at that. Now, watch the Stream Elements bot. Yep, here comes the Stream Elements bot. Matt also likes bacon a lot. I do. Yes, without a doubt. I did have a graphic for that. I wonder if I still have that. No, not that one. No, I think I lost it. I'll find it for the next show. It described how you can put that exclamation point. Stream Elements. I love Stream Elements. If you're streaming Mac or PC, get a free Stream Elements account. Oh, sorry. Stream Elements only offers free accounts. There's no way you can pay them. I don't know how they stay in business. But Stream Elements does things like this bar here, and they do the bot that puts neat things up on the screen like that. More audience prompts. You could say, did this ever happen to you? Let me know in the comments. Are you new to this channel? Say hi in the comments. I'd like to meet you. That's a specific, say hi in the comments. That's a specific thing. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. That's all good things. Sharing. Let's talk about sharing. Sharing is caring. I talked about hey, super chat. Look at that. That's a Stream Elements animation, baby. Thank you, Marcus. And check it out. He gets his name right here, and that's going to stay there until someone tips over top of you. Could be a few minutes. It could be a few shows. Who knows? Thank you for the generous $14 tip. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I was talking about the dangers of session stops, where you take someone off of YouTube, and YouTube knows what the last video was that the viewer watched. It was yours, and then you took them off of YouTube. That's bad. You get penalized for that. Penalized by the algorithm not putting your stuff in front of more eyeballs. The opposite is a session start. Oh, YouTube loves session starts. That means you brought someone to YouTube and they started their watching session with your video. The second video could be someone else's, but it was on YouTube. So if someone starts watching on YouTube and watches 20 videos before they're done watching, and yours was the first, that means you brought them into the channel. How do you do that? Post your stuff on Facebook groups, post your stuff on Twitter, post your stuff on Instagram with the link in bio link. Put it on Reddit. Put anywhere that your audience could be. Put links to your videos and get people to watch. Not in a spammy way. There's ways to do that. But each one is a session. Email newsletter. You got an email newsletter? That's my email newsletter. Get signed up, folks. It's free. And links are in the description. Session starts. You want as many session starts as possible. Channels that get session starts get recommended. That's just all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that's true. Adam's Exploits is here. Hello, Adam's Exploits. Always good to have you back on the channel, my friend. Going over tips to get more views and get engagement. And if you haven't already, slap a big old like. That really helps the channel. And I mentioned screen changes. You want something to change on screen often. How often? No one really knows. I try to do it twice a minute, 3 times a minute. The screen flips because it's changing. I put fun things on the screen. It's a Facebook group. Get in there. I put things up on the screen. Facebook group, because it changes the screen. It's all good. Yeah, you've been watching David Foster too long. Pineapple on pizza. Yeah, David Foster is pro pineapple pizza. He really is. What other tips do you have for getting views and engagement on the YouTubes? Let me know in the comments. And if you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. It's open Q&A. And I'll be happy to answer more of your YouTube questions. Could be about thumbnails, could be about titles, and could be about video editing, strategies to grow, making money on YouTube. I'm pro making money. Some people think, oh, you're selling out. You're making. No, it's okay to make money on the internet. It really is. You can't get spammy with it. And as long as people understand that you're making free content and your content is helping them, and if they have the means to throw a couple dollars, that really helps. And here's another thing. When you're on the YouTube Partner Program and you get a revenue split of the ads that the creator can place on their videos, about 1,000 views will mostly equal $1. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's less. But just for the sake of argument, 1,000 views equal to, so if you give $1 to a creator that's giving you good advice through their content, that's the same power as you watching 1,000 of their videos. Now, don't watch the same video 1,000 times. YouTube knows what's up, and they won't credit the user, the channel owner appropriately. But it's a big deal. Some people are like, I don't want to give $1. That's insulting. No, if you've got low dollar amounts and you're in the position to donate it, don't feel bad about doing that, because $1 is pretty substantial because it's 1,000 views. It's hard to get 1,000 views. Not impossible, but it's hard. All right. Creativity Playground. I have to take off to get ready for my Mail It Monday show. Excellent. Thanks for the tips, Matt. You're welcome. You are welcome. Drop a like on your way out if you haven't already. That helps. 138 shows I've done. Should I do 138 more? I think so. I'm having fun. That's what I do. I do this because I'm having fun. I want to have it be a successful business venture. I want to earn money at it, but I truly want to get the mediocre crap stopped. And you do a few simple things, and your stuff can be so much better. You don't need fancy gear, and you just need to make some better choices, not more actions in most cases, just different ones. So I just watched this 1,400 times. Get funky with your bad self, but YouTube will credit me with one view. If you watched it 1,400 times, it will be, the advantage to my channel would be as if you've done it once. It's just, YouTube's smart. They know if there's suspicious activity, meaning, what if you've got a 20% rise in views and it all came from one country, from one IP address? Suspicious. And then they look at who's giving you the view. Is it someone who watched your video that I don't know where I was going with this, but like, is the type of person watching your video the type of person that would watch your video? Like they kind of use that to see if it's suspicious. They do all kinds of things to see if it's a suspicious type of view. No bots. And, they're not just doing that to be jerks. They're doing that because of the advertisers. And I know as a creator, you're like, advertisers bad. Advertisers have undue influence and they change the platform to skew in the advertiser's favor. And that's true, but think about it. YouTube as a platform wouldn't exist without advertisers. Now, thankfully, the super chats, super stickers, and memberships are offsetting the power and influence that advertisers have, and that's a good thing. But the reason they're so stingy and so strict about is it a legitimate view is because if someone's giving them $100 to advertise, to put their video ad on, they want to make sure that that video ad is playing in front of a real person. They don't want it to be in front of a bot. They don't want to put advertising on someone who's watching a playlist 50 times in a row. Say a playlist has 100 videos and someone watches it from top to bottom and then resets and watches it from top to bottom and then resets and watches it from top to bottom. Like, they're going to know. They're going to know that that's not legitimate, and they're not going to charge the advertiser for putting their video, because their video ad. You get it. You get it. So don't do that. If someone starts watching your show, leaves, then comes back and finishes from the point where they left off, what does that do to the algorithm? You'll get credit for what was watched. I'll show you. So we'll come over here. If you go to the audience retention report, which I'm trying to get to. In the analytics for one specific video, and you can come to engagement and this report right here. So if you watched, say, this much of the video, and then you left, it will credit the user watching this much, and then when you came back and hit play, it would credit you for that much. I don't know how else to explain it. You'll get the credit. You'll get the credit for it. All right. Driveway Workshop with Jim Bashir says, I put a 3-hour-long sound video up I use every night for sleep noise, and all of a sudden I'm seeing my other videos popping up in my suggested feed. Well, that's the other thing. YouTube tries to put videos in front of you that it thinks you're going to want to watch. How does it predict what it thinks you're going to want to watch in the future? by what you watched in the past. So yeah. And also some channels were making bank where they would just do a silent video for 10 hours and someone would put it on before they went to bed and they would just play the video of silence for 10 hours and they would get credit for, you know, that much watch time, and it was somehow making their channel more valuable. But yeah. I'm curious to see when you ask for please thumbs up, how many of us press thumbs up? Well, my software, which is Ecamm, does something pretty cool when that happens. Let me show you. There. Like this little area up here will animate, and it will throw up like a big thumbs up. So every thumbs up I see, this little area up there. If you haven't put a thumbs up, drop a thumbs up and we'll watch it animate. Or if you did put a thumbs up, unthumbs up it and then re-thumbs up it, and we'll see it animate. Okay, we're waiting. We'll see if that happens. Roy Richardson is here. Oh, did it happen? I looked down. I didn't know if it happened or not. I love Ecamm Live. I know, I do too. Ecamm Live is amazing. Where's that here? Down. There we go. Ecamm. Unthumbs up, new word. Whoops. Too many animations. That's a lot of layers you have in the current scenes. I only have 5 scenes, but I only use these 2. You mean the overlays? Yeah, I've got a lot of overlays. Lots of overlays. My client shows only 4 thumbs up. All right, I'm going to stop live demo mode. Well, hey, folks. Let me tell you something. This is the link to next week's show. Click that open it in a new tab, please, and then choose the set reminder button. That will really help me out. Then you'll get a notification for sure 7 days from now when I go live on the 17th, Monday the 17th. I did see it. Awesome. I seen the animation. So cool. Cool. Yep. Yes, overlays. I come from vMix world equals layers. Okay. Got it. Okay, so layers in vMix and overlays in Ecamm. Yep, different terminology. Yeah, I got lots of stuff. You know, you want to buy a shirt? Actually, I don't sell that shirt anymore. Lionel Richie. Why is this in my Ecamm? I have no idea. Oh, this is fun. Slap this at the end of your YouTube URL, and it will force the person who clicked it to either subscribe or exit. It's a lot of fun. It's a nice way to force something to try and force something to happen. Now I don't know how to unclick that. Where is it at? There it is. My YouTube Festivus show. If you click the first link in the description, you'll go to my Notion page, and there'll be a link to this show, December 23rd, 2021. It's unlisted, but you can load the page and click set reminder. Then you'll get notified on December 23rd about the live show. And I invite guests onto the you could be on my show, and we air our grievances about social media and technology. It's a lot of fun. My email news. I'm just going through my overlays. This is one of the better videos I've done here on this channel. Search for this video in my back catalog on All Things YouTube channel. It's gold. It's got gold. This is neat. I love you. Love is in the air. Ecamm is great. I want this many thumbs up, please. Hey, Creators Guild. I said this earlier. Go to creatorsguild.app and creatorstoolkit.com. Free training. See, David Foster does free training just like me. That's David Foster from Impartial Geek. Oh, this is a fun statistic. Look at that. I broke YouTube. It couldn't render the percentage of sub increases. It had to round down to 999%. Yep, I got lots of overlays in Ecamm and whatever it's called in vMix. Wow, you've scheduled pretty far ahead. I know, right? Well, here's the thing. I pay extra to have Ecamm let me bring on guests and have premium features like, what are my premium features here? We've got the video monitor. Like you can have the confidence monitor. That's a premium feature. An audio monitor, NDI, virtual cam, sharing stuff. Like there's some premium features, and one of the features is guest. So in order to justify that expense, I bring on guests once a year in December. That's just the way it is. Interview mode widgets. Yep. Elite. What is a YOLO? I don't know what that's talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Food Lover Nation, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. There's no wrong way to watch a show. If you can watch all of it, great. If not, watch part of it. I'll take your watch time. That helps me, and it helps you. You get some tips and go. That's fine. I got mine always scheduled for the week since I live stream Monday through Friday. All 5 nights scheduled. Wow, that's hardcore, brother. Hardcore. All right. Well, hey, listen. I'm talking about on-camera tips on a different channel. This is the Shalalala Productions channel. It's called Verbose Wednesday is the show. I'll be there tomorrow. You can click that link and choose set reminder. And then I do a show called Mind Equals Blown with Brenda G on her channel called Brenda G's Designs. It's Mind Equals Blown. Click that link and choose set reminder. There's no VF Talks. That's a different show I do. No VF Talks this Friday. And then again, this is next week's All Things YouTube show. Definitely click this sucker, and we'll see you. We'll see you on next week's show. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to end it here. Open Q&A every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be here or be square. Thanks for being awesome. If you have any questions at all, let me know. I'm reachable here. I answer questions here the fastest. If you have a YouTube question, I will answer you super quick here. I'll answer you in other YouTube groups as well. I love being members and being productive and useful in other groups, but that group is where I monitor most. Is it a device for streaming online that splitters in between 2 HDMI without laptop? There are many videos on YouTube you can check out about it. Okay. Awesome show, great tips. Yeah, thankfully I've got that tech figured out because I've got a little window on my screen here. I'll show you before I leave. This little thing down here. Can you see that? Blow it up. This little teeny window. That technically is the confidence monitor. What's going out to the live stream. So I've got workarounds for that. All right. Thanks, everyone. Stay awesome. Have an awesome week. Bye.